Decide when to pair up and with whom is a riddle that evolutionary psychologist Douglas Kenrick has tried to solve for decades.
If we all just went for good genes, everyone would be unhappy if the guys didn't end up, with Jennifer Lopez or some other fashion model. They would just stop then, and the women would stop if they couldn't get Brad Pitt or some extremely handsome guy. In real life, people have to match up with one another.
How does this matching up process work? To find out, Dr. Kenrick gathered 10 men and 10 women from a fairly average range of physical attractiveness and prepared to perform a few experiments in human social dynamics. First, he stripped away as many differences as possible between the guinea pigs by dressing them in identical and sexually neutral outfits.
Okay, now you're going to play a sort of a mating game. You all have a number, as you can see. You can't see your own number, but you can see the other people's numbers. Offer your hand to someone, and if they accept it, then you've paired up and you walk back to the back. If the person does not accept your offer, then you'd move on and offer it to someone else. Again, the task being to try to get the highest number that you can, and realizing that you have a number on your own head that they are responding to as well.
The numbers drawn at random are meant to represent desirability, 1 being least and 10 being most. In the real world, where most of us don't know exactly how attractive we are, we tend to aim high, trying to snare a 10. Then, gradually, we work our way down to someone who will accept us.
Some of the people are trying and not getting paired. The 2 people who were 5s have paired up with one another. It wasn't like the 10s perfectly matched and the 1s perfectly matched, but you did get a correlation. The people with the high numbers were able to hold back a little bit longer, and they got more offers. The people with the low numbers didn't get any offers. And that's sort of what happens in a real mating pool.
The experiment opens a window into the mind of an adolescent who is not yet fully aware of how attractive he or she is.
Let's imagine teenagers in a high school. You've got a guy and a girl who are both 10s. Well, what's going to happen to them is they're going to get a lot of offers from the opposite sex, and they're eventually going to have some sense that they have lots of more opportunities. If you're a 5 or a 6, as most people are, they'll let you know. You'll get feedback, basically.
This is something we all have to learn, and it can be a painful process. To glimpse a sped-up version of this learning curve, Dr. Kenrick put a microphone on the woman who is ranked number 3 and asked her to narrate her mate selection strategy.
I guess everyone's going to start off going to the number 10 guy. 3, 1, 4, 10. Oh, 10 is taken now. Nobody will make eye contact with me. I'm not really used to that. I like that one, yeah. But his number's too low. I can do better. Let's see. 1, no, 7. Oh, he's being paired up. I have a feeling I have a very low number because no one's coming over to me at all right now. Come on. 2, no, I can do better than that. We're running out of numbers. 1, 8. I guess this is all that's left. Okay, I'm stuck with 2.
After using random numbers, Dr. Kenrick wanted to see how things would turn out if he let true physical attractiveness drive mate selection. When the volunteers first arrived, before the men and women met face to face, Kenrick had them rate each other's physical appearance on a scale of 1 to 10. He pooled the numbers for each person and came up with an attractiveness rating. Now it's time for the test subjects to try and reel in the most physically attractive person they can.
We are going to change the rules a little bit, and we're going to begin by asking the ladies to take your head stockings off. Okay, now if the guys would all remove their head coverings. Let your own preferences now, have their way. And again, keeping in mind the last game, try to get the person who you regard as the highest attractiveness in your opinion.
Just as Kenrick expected, each person found a partner within a point or so of themselves.